Texas has opted for the nuclear option, pushing forward a trio of anti-immigrant laws that could serve as a model for other states, potentially putting immigrants throughout the country at risk. In this video, I'm going to tell you about recent developments that don't bode well for immigrants generally and for asylum seekers specifically. I'm Brian Manning, and I used to be an asylum officer with the government, but now, as an asylum lawyer, well, I help immigrants all over the country to secure their future in America through asylum. Let me know in the comments if you've got an asylum case pending or are considering applying, and I'd especially like to hear from you if you've been waiting for an asylum interview for multiple years. All right, the Texas state legislature has pushed forward 3 significant and controversial immigration bills, igniting fierce debate. Now, these bills are primarily aimed at fortifying border security and managing the challenge posed by illegal immigration. Now, they have not yet become law, but it looks like that's almost certainly going to happen, and probably very soon. So the first among these bills allocates over $1 billion for enhancing border barriers, and the second grants police officers the authority to return to the border people who came into the United States illegally. And the third intensifies the penalties meted out to human smugglers. As discussions around these bills commenced last week, the atmosphere within the Texas House grew tense, especially regarding House Bill 4. Now, this bill in particular has drawn a sharp backlash from the Democratic side. It seeks to authorize police officers to apprehend, arrest, and even send back migrants who cross the border illegally. The opponents of these bills, especially those against HB 4, argue vehemently about the unfairness and potential harm they pose to their communities. State Representative Armando Lucio Wale did not mince words when confronting his Republican colleagues for stifling debate on such significant legislation. Now, despite the strong opposition, the measure sailed through with a vote of 84 to 60 and is now en route to the Senate, where there appears to be significant support for the Republicans' border security agenda. By the way, if you want to maximize your chances for asylum success, then be sure to hit the subscribe button and the bell notification so that you don't miss the insights that I share on this channel. Now, this suite of bills symbolizes the continuation of Texas's robust efforts to deter illegal immigration, an initiative held dear by Governor Greg Abbott. Under Abbott's Operation Lone Star, lawmakers are proposing to shell out an additional $1.5 billion to address border challenges. Now, this fund aims to erect an additional 50 miles of border barriers while ensuring the maintenance of the already planned 40 miles, although land acquisition remains a challenge due to private ownership. This comes against a backdrop of a historical surge in encounters by U.S. Border Patrol agents with migrants, with records indicating a staggering 2 million encounters in fiscal year 2023 alone. HB 4, championed by State Representative David Spiller, envisages a new state crime for illegal entry into Texas, thus enabling state police to arrest violators and direct them back to Mexico. The bill's detractors express grave concerns over the possible wrongful arrests of U.S. citizens living close to the border, and they cite a concerning report by the U.S. Government Accountability Office, which disclosed that immigration agents had wrongfully arrested, detained, and removed U.S. citizens between 2015 and 2020. Now, another of the bills, Senate Bill 4, aims to take the battle against human smuggling up a notch, proposing a hike in the minimum prison sentence from 2 to 10 years for individuals implicated in smuggling immigrants or operating stash houses. And while this bill intends to deter smuggling by imposing harsher penalties, critics argue that the definition of smuggling is excessively broad and could potentially target individuals assisting friends or family without any malicious intent at all. There's concern that simply giving an undocumented friend or family member a ride to the grocery store or to church, for example, could lead to significant jail time. These stringently drawn immigration laws and border security measures exemplify the state's firm stance on immigration control. However, they also underscore a profound division among lawmakers on how to adequately address immigration issues. The discourse around these bills is a reflection of the broader national debate on immigration and border security. Each bill, with its distinct focus and implications, contributes to the evolving narrative on how states are navigating the tumultuous waters of immigration control, border security, and human rights. The discussions and confrontations within the Texas House mirror the broader ideological and policy divides that characterize the current political landscape. The tug of war between enhancing border security and ensuring the humane treatment of migrants is a recurring theme, not just in Texas, but across the nation. The unfolding events in Texas could very well be a precursor of what other states might experience as they wrestle with similar immigration and border security challenges. Now, it does bear noting that these bills might not stand up to judicial scrutiny. To be sure, litigation will ensue as soon as they become law, and there's a real chance that one or more of the laws, or at least some of their more controversial provisions, could be struck down as unconstitutional. And this is mainly because the federal government, and not states, is understood to have the exclusive power to regulate immigration. And traditionally, when states try to step too far into this realm, the courts invalidate the laws, empowering them to do so. Many immigration advocates believe these measures are unconstitutional and are hopeful that the courts will agree. If you're ready to take the next step and get help with your asylum case, then call my office today. That number is 713-352-1593. And remember, we help people all over the country, so it doesn't matter where you live. Call us now to schedule an asylum strategy session so that we can help you secure your future in America through asylum. Again, I'm Brian Manning, and it's an honor to serve you in your asylum journey.